Welcome to the ESI Africa studio, broadcasting from the East African Power Industry Convention. I'm Nicolette Pomper-van Zyl, editor of ESI Africa, and today I'm with Bernd Keller, who is the Head of Solutions Management Utilities Business at SAP. Welcome, Bernd. It's a pleasure to have you here. And the first thing that I want to start off with is to understand a bit about SAP. SAP is a very versatile company, and it is in the utilities sector as well. So tell us, what is it that SAP is offering?
That's a good question. It's in the utility sector as well, because many companies have been using SAP for many years on the ERP side. When I say ERP, I mean mainly financials, HR, and logistics. So they started off with implementing those things. However, what is not that much known is SAP has been in the utilities business for more than 20, almost 30 years. We started off developing billing solutions in 1988 already. And we grew that business from delivering a couple of thousands bills to end consumer of utilities to now about more than 3 billion bills a year produced through SAP billing solutions. So we are really focusing on this industry and delivering value and solutions for the complete value chain of that industry, from generation through transmission, distribution, and finally retail business. So our solutions are deployed in regulated, deregulated markets, and we are also focusing on any type of energy. So it may be electricity, gas, water, and other energy sources.
Oh, so it definitely is versatile, and being around for so many decades, it's definitely an industry where you've seen a lot of growth, because you've been in the business for over almost 3 decades.
Yes.
Tell us about any particular projects that strike you as having been challenging or very interesting.
So looking at the industry, I have of course a huge experience in that industry and this project. So SAP has been focusing, SAP has been focusing on the customer, on the industry, on delivering value to those customers. This is really in our mantra, in our DNA of SAP. And utilities have been focusing always of delivering safe, reliable, and affordable energy to their end consumers. So these are the two focuses. And utilities projects are really either customer-centric or asset-centric, what we are seeing. So either they go after improving the customer relationship or the customer service for their business, or when they do asset-centric, to improve the operational excellence, return on investment on their assets. So there are currently 4 major trends impacting the utilities business, which is deregulation. So it is not that much happening here in Africa, I know, but Europe, they are very much deregulated. It's decentralization, which means power production is now really happening everywhere in the grid. So you as an end consumer could put a solar panel on your roof and produce power. Thirdly, the decentralization and decarbonization, and fourthly, the digitization. So digitization, it's a huge trend. It's a huge opportunity for utilities. So we are in a digital economy, and we are working nowadays with customers on digital roadmaps. So customers are asking now, so how can we take advantage of the digital economy, of all the digital technology being out there? And they turn to us in asking us, can SAP help them in this digital economy to develop their roadmap. Actually, I brought a document with me. It's called the Digital Utilities White Paper, and it's available for download on the internet. So we put our thoughts about the digital utility in this white paper, and I would encourage you to read it and to our customers.
Yes. I think people can learn a lot from that, as well as your participation here at the East African Power Convention. I believe that you are speaking on the program on a topic around optimizing the performance of utility infrastructure. And you'll be addressing some issues on that during that presentation. Can you tell us what is it that you are going to be telling the audience?
Yeah, if you look at utilities, they own, if you look from a worldwide perspective, trillions of dollars in assets. These are mainly high-tech assets, some are very expensive assets and so on. It's a huge amount of value, what they own. So bringing the cost down for operation and maintenance of those assets, it's a major goal from SAP, but of course to deliver the value to our customers. And utilities can actually take advantage of these two digitalization streams in asset management. There's one side, the asset, which is getting smarter, and the other side is the process itself. So the management of the asset is getting smarter and more digitalized. So taking advantage of these two streams has the power to really help them to drive down the costs for managing those assets. And SAP is offering with their solution an IoT-based solution.
Internet of Things.
Internet of Things, yeah. Exactly. So IoT-based platform to manage big data, to access the sensor information out in the grid, out from the meter, from the transformers and other devices, any type of assets. So we are able to access the data with this platform, to manage the data through in-memory technology, so really process that data, and on top of that we are working on delivering applications like energy analysis, like predictive maintenance, like predictive analytics on top of that.
I think predictive maintenance is something that is very important to any utility. So lastly, my question for you is what are the opportunities that you see in the power utilities sector in Africa?
Yeah, I mentioned it already. Digitization is a challenge, but it's really a huge opportunity also for utilities here in Africa. Here in Africa you are facing the challenge to manage the growth. Growth means really, bringing energy to every person in Africa, specifically here now in Kenya. I have heard they have certain programs to do that. So there is an opportunity to speed up that delivery and managing that growth through digitalization of the processes. This is an opportunity for the African utilities. But I also see great opportunities because in Africa, you have so many rural areas where often a lot of people are forgotten. They will never get electricity or whatever. So I see technology here advancing, helping through technology, getting power to every person in Africa. And one word here is the independent power production. For example, advancement of battery technology, putting solar panels on the roof. You can actually go off-grid. You don't have the wire to get to the people, but you can really go off-grid and provide independent power cells to those customers. That is, in my opinion, a challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity, and the utility companies in Africa, they could drive that. They should not let others coming in and doing this kind of technology installment. They should lead actually that advancement in technology.
Well, thank you so much for those thoughts. I think that with all the challenges that we have here in Africa, there are as many opportunities as you've said.
Yes.
Thank you, Bernd. And thank you for watching. This is ESI Africa coming to you from the East African Power Convention in Nairobi.